Hey friends, welcome to Ascending Thoughts. Hope you all are doing good. Donald Trump getting elected for a second term has pushed the world into chaos, and it made me wonder how India would fare in a Trump 2.0 world. With Trump at the helm, US will probably see a huge shift in leadership along with changes in economic policies. The Indian economy will no doubt be impacted by this, particularly in the manufacturing and technology sectors. Yet, analysts believe that Trump is better for India than Harris could have been. This is especially due to his pro Russian and anti Chinese views. However, there are other worries, especially about the potential trade and tariff obstacles for India under the new Trump administration. Trump and PM Modi claim to be close friends. Yet experts predict that their close bond will be put to test when the latter assumes power as POTUS once more due to impending trade battles. When Trump called India a tariff king and a trade abuser during his first term, his sometimes hostile attitude towards Delhi is in stark contrast to the bear hugs and camaraderie the two leaders have exchanged during official meetings. Trump has been the leading proponent of America First strategy. Although some observers say some attention could be on building connections, his protectionist posture could have an influence on trade and tariff agreements between the two nations. Trump's presidency may spark new trade disputes, particularly with China and India. During his last term as POTUS, he had branded India a major trade violator. The other concern is Trump's immigration policy, especially those pertaining to H-1B visas, could not favor the Indian workers just as they did during his first tenure as US POTUS. A potential Trump administration may have an impact on India's relations with China and Pakistan if it adopts an assertive posture in South Asia. Given the shared interest in opposing China, Trump could as well keep highlighting a US India collaboration in terms of strategic problems between the two nations, such as defense and counterterrorism. The US India relationship is frequently viewed through the lens of China and Pakistan. The ongoing US China conflict is a crucial area where Trump's policies support India's national interests. Trump has been outspoken about his views on China, which he views as a major enemy of the United States. The Indian rupee is also impacted according to his experts. His economic plans might make the dollar stronger, which would cause the fluctuation on Indian rupee. Also, his opinion on BRICS will be crucial. Through its Make in India initiative, PM Modi's administration has aimed to encourage domestic manufacturing by providing new businesses with attractive tax breaks and streamlined regulations. Apple and other tech companies looking to expand their supply chains outside China are becoming more and more visible as a result of this push. Additionally, by enabling their American counterparts to outsource their information technology requirements to a less expensive labor force, India's largest software firms such as TCS and Infosys have grown into corporate behemoths. If Trump follows through on his promise to launch a tariff war and bring jobs back onshore, everyone else might suffer. What does it mean for nations who have a trade surplus with the United States if manufacturing does really return to the US? Trump threatened to stifle sectors in the fifth largest economy in the world by enacting reciprocal taxes on India. With about 30 billion in trade surplus in 2023-24 fiscal year, India is the ninth largest trading partner of US. Although India faces a range of chances and difficulties as a result of Trump's triumph, the future is generally considered bright. India has traditionally benefited from Republican presidents, and this pattern is probably going to continue. India stands to benefit greatly from Trump's leadership in a number of ways, including bolstering of defense relations, thwarting China's influence, and taking on a more active diplomatic role internationally. To guarantee that the two countries' relationship endures, India must continue to exercise caution while addressing trade and immigration concerns with US admin. I, being an eternal optimist and a person who respects strong leaders, my take about the new Trump administration is generally positive. But like all things in life, there can be pros and cons with every facet. Like most people, I was a Trump skeptic before his election in 2016, but I've closely watched his actions more than his words ever since. He sometimes says the looniest of things, yet he is honest and kind in his actions, unlike other career politicians. The media takes his words and then outright lies about it, which used to shape opinions before 2022. But the way media covered for China during the global medical emergency made me lose all trust on them, and then I started to research topics and I was shocked to find the outright lies by mainstream media. Balance and fairness is completely gone from journalism. Forget journalism, we now have paid activists. No wonder citizen journalists are trusted by people over legacy media now. I can see the good in him. Yes, I do sound like Padme from Star Wars here, but I can. Jokes aside, unlike his compatriots, in his last term, he didn't indulge in regime changes or in destabilizing India. He didn't fund jihad or Islamic violence. He didn't play a puppet for China. He actually condemned and sanctioned Pakistan for promoting terrorism in the region. He played fair with India when it came to trade, and I respect him for that. He called out China for the unprecedented medical calamity it caused, despite being called a racist. His unfiltered opinions and actions, speaking louder than words, is clearly an Indian trait. Trump is also very well informed, despite contrary media reports. RFK Jr. mentioned an incident recently where Trump apparently took a piece of paper and drew the map of Middle East with each country and the number of troops stationed there. I don't think most of US politicians has that kind of knowledge. If anyone other than RFK Jr. had said that, I wouldn't have believed it. Since Bobby Kennedy is an honest man who wants to do the right things and is widely loved by non-partisan centrists, I believe his comment. Indians generally will tell you to your face our opinions with brutal honesty. We hate hypocrisy and double talk the most. We also see through deceit a mile away as well, due to the trauma we endured since 9th century at the hands of Islamic brutality and then the colonial loot by the British. Indians also admire knowledgeable and well-informed folks. So Trump checks most of these boxes. Trump's candor reminds us of our own brutal honesty. Neither us Indians nor Trump is perfect. We are all deeply flawed, but at the end of the day, both of us wish the best for others. We both respect merit. We both respect capability. Indians have noticed these traits, and that is why Trump is widely admired in India. But the biggest negative for Trump is his gigantic ego. If he can rein that in, then wonderful. That being said, India should never blindly trust anyone, be it Trump, Putin, or whoever. We should chart out our own path. We are part of a great ancient civilization. We are not born to be puppets while staying realistic economically. Both Modi and Trump are pragmatic leaders, and I feel the greater good will be the result. All I hope for now is the end for wokeism and DEI hiring, and hoping that merit will return to the world. Also, the endless wars need to stop, and the identity politics needs to go as well. Indians as a whole essentially expect these things from Trump more than anything. For everything else, we have elected capable leaders. Let's hope for the best and prepare for the worst. That should be the attitude Indians have in this volatile world. So what do you guys think? Leave your opinions in the comment section. For more content like this, like, subscribe and share. Thank you.